what effect does sequestration, for example, we're now facing this same collision coming up with, as of 1 October, what effect does sequestration have in affecting these recommendations and situations as described by the GAO and the Navy itself? Mr. Secretary?
Senator, the impact of sequestration and continuing resolutions is deleterious. It's an impact on the Navy that is stunning. Having been asked to come and run a business, i.e. the Navy, as CEO of the Navy on the man, equip, train, and supply side of the equation, it's very disturbing. Just looking today to give you a feel, Senator, with the CR that's coming up starting October 1 going through December 8th, the fleet will mitigate approximately $200 million of O&M shortfall over the next 69 days.
That's operation and maintenance.
That is correct. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a tentative number. It's still in work, but that's where we think it's coming from. The fleet will minimize the impact by incrementally funding or shortening periods of contracts where possible. This will cause a degradation in the quality of work. The fleet will also delay consumables and phased replacement material purchasing for ships. And this will impact, again, the quality and service and the operation of the ships. We have to do management of the funds resources we have. This is not solely a funds issue, but you asked about CR and the effects of sequestration. We are living them. They are untenable.
Admiral?
Sir, if I could add to that, the effects of sequestration and continuing resolutions makes everything harder, everything. And as we face the continuing resolution before us now, in addition to what the Secretary said, we will be considering deferring or slipping 11 more ship maintenance availabilities. There are dozens of new projects that we won't be able to get started on. These are things that would start to address some of these conditions that we've got. Over the past 9 years now, looking over as we review the data, the number of efficiency studies, effectiveness studies, can you do more with less? They all result in a constant pressure to it rarely results in an increase. Having said that, sir, I maintain that this is an issue of command, and that if you only give us one ship, it's our obligation to operate that ship safely and effectively. And so I do not, while that makes it harder, that is not in no way an excuse for the performance that led to these 4 incidents.
Mr. Pendleton, do you have anything?
Yeah, I mean, we heard about the impact of budget everywhere when we do our work. It's hard to pin it down exactly. There's examples in our reports of depot maintenance being deferred and furloughs and postponed deployments and ship fuel problems. I think it's a cumulative disruption at this point. I think what we judged back last year was we are where we are. And the department, not just the Navy, needs a plan for going forward, in part to be able to articulate what's real and reasonable going forward, sir.